Hello, everyone. Welcome, everybody, back to another powerful episode of Beauty and Becoming, right here on Give Me the Mic Live. I am your host, Brandy, and here on Beauty and Becoming, we seek to motivate, inspire, and cultivate beauty professionals, entrepreneurs, and like minded individuals like yourself to just fall in love with the process of becoming who God has created them to be. Tonight's episode is titled The Beauty of Giving Back, and we'll be discussing mentorship, community impact, and using your gifts to make a difference. Before we get started, I want to make sure that you take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, and share this podcast with someone who you feel will be impacted by this conversation. Before we officially begin our discussion, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, I'll introduce to you our guest for tonight.
Thank you so much for inviting me out, girl. I've been so stressed.
Girl, you're so welcome. But listen, who did your hair?
Oh, all dolled up.
What is that?
All Dolled Up is a series of stores and salons all throughout South Florida. I get my hair silked out every month. I can do that because I'm part of the Texture Club.
Girl, well, I need to get to All Dolled Up and sign up for this texture club. You look amazing.
And cheers to that.
Just like everyone, my life is jam-packed. I'm always on the move. Whether it's personal or business, I live in the fast lane. But self-care, mentally and physically, is top priority for me. That's why I'm a part of the Texture Club at my favorite salon. They always treat you like family, and that experience leaves me wanting more. So instead of worrying about my ends, treatments, and styles, my easy monthly subscription to the Texture Club solves everything. I let the pros focus on my hair, so I can focus on the other things that matter in my life.
Welcome back to Beauty and Becoming, right here on Give Me the Mic Live. I'm sorry. It is truly an honor to welcome my guest. She's a woman who's impacted countless lives through entrepreneurship, education, and service to our community. Please help me welcome Miss Faye Bailey Lucas. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, hello. I still can't see us on the screen. I don't see you. Woody, can you fix that for us? Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
my
I can see
side,
us. Yeah, I can see us. So,
you can see me?
I can see you, Miss Faye.
Okay.
Okay, so for those of
Okay.
you who may not be familiar with who Miss Faye Bailey Lucas is, we're not going to assume everybody know who you are. She is the founder of All Dolled Up Salon. She is director of HITS, Hair in the Spirit Incorporated, a nonprofit organization. She is the creator of this very platform, Give Me the Mic Live, and she is now a certified hair loss specialist. Miss Faye, how are you
Thank
doing
you.
today?
I'm great. Thank you for that introduction.
Welcome, well deserved, well deserved. So I know that, you know, tell us a little bit about your vision for hits. Tell us a little bit about where you
For
are.
his, well, his is a mission to develop future entrepreneurs. If you notice that most of our guests are entrepreneurs, and
Yes.
that has always been our heart. And we do that through beauty, education, advocacy, and mentorship. So we're basically just trying to make sure that we're building business owners because they are our economy drivers. So
Absolutely.
this is what HITS is. We are all about developing future entrepreneurs and making sure they become productive citizens.
Absolutely. I want to start off by just helping us to understand what inspired you to create hits. We know that you are a long-standing beauty professional. What 40 years, not might I add, what inspired you to branch out and get into a community serving stand?
Well, I have to give credit where credit is due. We started out doing fashion shows,
Hmm.
and Jackie Fryer would name each show a catchy name to, make the show very exciting. And she named this one particular show Hair in the Spirit. And I'm telling you, that hit me so hard. I said, because everything I do with hair is in my spirit. That's how much I love doing hair. And I tell her, we're never changing it. We're never changing it. And I was just like a daughter to the mayor of Deerfield Beach, and she was always pushing me to be more. She was like a mentor. And she said, you should take Hair in the Spirit and make it a nonprofit organization because you always giving and helping and training and mentoring. You're doing exactly what nonprofit organizations do. So that's how Hair in the Spirit came about. And I started helping um, young kids who were pursuing higher learning. And I started out giving scholarships, and it just evolved after that. And Hair in the Spirit been in the community, and we've been giving scholarships and just giving back to people that are underprivileged. And that's how Hair in the Spirit started, and we've been in there doing this since 2001. 2001, we've been doing this.
Wow. Wow. And I know that, beauty, we like to see beauty as a ministry. And we like to feel that we also, serving, being a licensed cosmetologist, being a hairstylist, you're serving your community through making people feel more confident, making them feel more beautiful. But just being able to see how you can make that impact outside of the salon, what are some of the things that where can a hairstylist begin? Where should they start if they want to become more involved in the community?
Giving back, giving back. And how did they do that? We after we develop entrepreneurs and they branch out, we always encourage them to come back for the younger stylists who are about to embark on this career. And it's always kind of hard for them to understand. I'm not giving up my gift and I'm not getting paid. But when I tell you it's called the giving bank, instead
Mm,
of giving back, I call it the giving bank.
that's right.
Because I we had ADU school, for an example.
Hmm.
And most of these kids did not have the funds to pay tuition.
Hmm.
And being that we were a private school, we were actually training them with a career and not getting paid. We
Okay.
weren't getting paid. And I kept teaching, kept training, getting them ready. They passed state board, they go to work in salons and was not getting paid. But what I'm telling you is the bank, as I began to bless them, I was making deposits in
Right.
an invisible bank that will eventually come back to
Right.
me.
That's
And when I tell you, Deerfield Beach, Florida, saw what I was doing. I was very close with the mayor, the commissioners. They even gave us a day called All Dolled Up Day
hmm.
because we were helping so many kids. And so when they saw what we were doing, the bank I was giving into doing free things and helping everybody, they gave me this big grant to train all the aspiring students who wanted to go to cosmetology school. And they paid the tuitions. So even though I was giving away training and was not getting paid, God turned around and made that deposit right back to me. So I always try to tell people it seems like you aren't getting paid, you're not benefiting, but you're putting it for the future.
Right.
And it will always come back. You give, you receive.
Absolutely.
So
And
that's how that started.
right. Mentorship is what Miss Faye's talking about. And one way she's expressing is that we can you can give back. Giving back doesn't always come in the form of money. Sometimes giving back comes in the form of the gift that you have. And mentoring other stylists and being able to coach and train other stylists and pour into them the things that you've developed is a way that you can give back, and that really what sets hairstylists apart. Those who are usually succeed are those who are willing to coach, mentor, and train those that are coming up behind them. So how do you think that we can create a more culture of collaboration? Now we're kind of in a generation where the culture, everybody is for themselves. Everybody is
Right.
individually wanting to succeed and not really understanding how to use their gift to mentorship and train and develop and help others. What do you think one of the ways that we can start to create that culture in a salon setting?
Well, what we're doing now, we begin to talk about it and let them know that this is something that can be done. A lot of times people don't know that there are ways that they can use their gifts to be a blessing to others.
Right.
Also, when I met you, I always told you you was going to be my partner. I didn't know how. And and when it was your turn, when your season was up and you began to soar, what you decided to do is huge because most stylists disconnect.
Wow.
And what you did was you stayed connected and became a hits hair in the spirit distributor.
Wow.
Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Absolutely.
And so people don't realize that hits is a prophet gave me a word. She said hit stands for he is the source. I
Wow.
said hallelujah. I received it.
Wow.
And so I know. And most people do not know that hits was created with a purpose.
Right.
Every dollar spent on HITS products, we give toward our scholarship fund. So you're actually buying a product and blessing someone with a scholarship so they can pursue higher learning and become successful. And then they turn around and be a blessing. It's just perpetual. It keeps growing and keep going and keep going. And
Absolutely.
my mission is to one day build something so big that we become the resource for those who are pursuing businesses, education, whatever they're pursuing. We will be that resource
Right.
that will be able to fund what they need. That's my hope. That's my dream. And when it says nonprofit, it's not about the profit. I mean, the business. It's about giving it back.
I know.
And
Wow.
that's what Hair in the Spirit does. It gives it back. We're not trying to make a profit. We are trying to make a difference and make an impact.
Wow. And I mean, as you mentioned, I had a pleasure of working alongside of you. A lot of people feel that at your stage in the game, you're retired, you're on the beach, you're having lemonade.
That's
And
what
you
they
know
say.
what I saw was a woman with so much vision, so much purpose still inside of her. It
Thank
was
you.
just so inspiring to me to on my along my journey, and you just instilled, just being able to gleam off of you instilled in me how I need
Oh,
to move forward and continue to pour and be a service to others. So I appreciate that
you will.
we spent together. And, when I think about mentorship, I realize that sometimes it's hard for people to train others because some people aren't coachable. And I think that maybe we should
Right.
speak to the stylists who are coming out of cosmetology school looking for direction, most importantly looking for someone that can mentor them because you don't learn everything in school. What makes a
Right.
stylist coachable? What makes them what are some of the characteristics they should have coming into the hair industry that makes them coachable and makes a stylist want to pour into them?
Good question. They have to be humble. And most, I hate to say it, most stylists are haughty, think they already know everything, and they're not teachable. And I don't want to keep bragging on you, but you were a very talented stylist, but you never expressed it. You learned, you was listening and learning and doing whatever I asked you to do, and you was trying it. You never said, "Oh, I know how to do that. Oh no, I don't want to do it that way. I do it this way." This is what's hindering stylists from moving forward. I'm gonna just give you this concept. If I tell you this is how you are going to become successful, right? I give you the tools, I give you the steps, I show you everything it's going to take. And you go opposite, but expect to be where I am.
Wow.
So I said all that to say this is that most people will not listen to someone that has tested, tried, and became successful with the concept because they think they can do it different and come up with something bigger. But
Absolutely.
before you can get anything bigger, follow the blueprint that
Right.
the mentor, the coach,
Yeah.
is giving you.
Yeah.
Once you get there, then you add
Right.
the gift within you and
Absolutely.
enhance it. But first, go through the little baby steps. You got to get disciplined.
Yeah.
You have to be consistent. You have to make sacrifices. It's so many steps. I know. I remember we having talks and you was like, "Oh, that's I'm tired," because it takes. So you got to do the same thing, just like making your bed. Every day you get up, you make your bed, you put the pillows the same place where the pillows go. You do the routine every single day. It's just a method of discipline,
Right.
just showing you how to maintain your journey.
Right.
Because in the journey, you have to be consistent.
Right.
You cannot waver away from it. And
Absolutely.
I promise you, you just like the training, you go to the gym and you do the same routine that the coach tell you. If you do this, you're gonna lose your belly fat. You're gonna lose. Are you gonna listen? Or are you gonna try to do something totally different from what he has showed you that he has tried and proven to be successful in losing weight?
That's right.
Same thing with hair. Same thing
Absolutely.
with hair. So you have to be disciplined, and you have to deal with people that are humble, willing to listen. And I always tell you, if they don't listen, shake the dust off your feet and keep it moving. Everybody's just not going to receive your pearls, and do not cast your pearls to the swine. Do not give what no one is willing to receive.
Right, right. And along that path, you will have I experience you having the ability to always make it your own. And I want to take some time to just acknowledge the wonderful people that has joined us tonight. W More Dash I-41 or L says
That's my
they
sister.
love this. Great questions. Wendy Fortune, thank you for joining us tonight. And Margaret Johnson says hello, Miss Faye. So humility. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Number one listener. And Wendy, Wendy is our event coordinator for everything we do. She makes everything come to life.
Yes, Wendy Fortune.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us and
And
remaining
I
to
do
be a
want to,
part of hits. Go ahead, Miss Faye.
yes, yes, she's all for his. Oh my goodness. And my sister is Wilhelmina Moore. She's one of our donors. She always support Hair in the Spirit for
Wow.
years. So our sponsors are like Zachary. Everybody knows Zachary Mitchum from what Jesus says and the host of Give Me the Mic. He has become our spirit of excellence donor that has given the scholarships to two young ladies who
Wow.
are attending FAMU and Norfolk University. So we have scholarships that are going out to them. Give it a hand. They are so grateful. They are so grateful. And it feels so good to be able to be a blessing to these young people that are trying to become something better.
Okay. Miss Faye, could you
You're
take
welcome.
some time just to share with our audience how, if they want to become a recipient of the Hair and the Spirit Scholarship Fund, what are some of the steps? How do they go about applying and being considered?
Well, go to hitsinc.org. That's HITSINC.org. And there is a link to fill out for a scholarship, an essay, and send it in. And there will be a group of people that are on the committee that will read it and see that it is qualified for someone who is underprivileged and someone who's really pushing to pursue higher learning and will be an advocate to give back to others. That's what we're looking for. We want to deposit into the lives of those who are going to make a difference when they reach their pinnacle and come back and be a blessing to their community.
That's right. And this scholarship is for college students, students who are pursuing students who are pursuing trade school, arts, business, career in arts or business. Is that correct, Miss Faye?
Yes, yes. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people think it's only through college are they pursuing higher learning, but people who are going to training for anything, not just cosmetology school, if they're embarking on any career that allow them to have to pay a tuition, we want to be the advocate for them to make it happen.
That's right. Um, and so, Ms. Faye, in addition to providing scholarships for individuals who are seeking further education who may need some support, we want to get into some of the community events that you continue to do to the HITS organization and an upcoming event that
Right.
you want to tell and share with people how they can become a part of that event and support HITS along with
Okay.
partners. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right, right. Well, the next project, I am so, so excited. Usually we have a fancy dinner and all that, dress up and everything, but now we are really getting down to the nitty gritty, getting out in the sun and in the community. And we're going to be having a huge back to school fresh drive. And
Right.
we're joining with Tough Cookie Mama. You know she like a ever ready battery. She is on the go. She don't stop.
AKA
She
Miss
catch
Cookie.
on the mission and she's about it. And she loves parents. She loves children. She wants to make a difference. And that's why we connected the two nonprofit organizations because we both are very passionate about giving back and helping those who are in need. And so we already have about 75 families that we are going to give away these um, school supplies, backpacks, and we also giving the scholarships, and we're also going to be giving free haircuts. So this is going to be a big, big evening. They gave us the whole parking lot to have, and we're going to have tents up, and we're going to have resources and tools for parents, to know what's out there for their children, daycare, aftercare. We have several high schools and elementary schools that have joined forces with Aileen, and she's reaching out to everybody, and they are coming together to make sure this event become a huge event that we can do over and over and get bigger and bigger and make a bigger impact in the city of not just Oviedo. I'm hoping this gets so big we be all over Orlando. Okay, we starting out with 75 families, but who knows? One day we might have 75,000
That's
families that
right.
we can be a blessing to. That's how I look at
That's
it.
right. And we are
And I
looking.
thank God for, yeah, I thank God for all my donors who get, I don't care if it's $25.
Yes.
$25 adds up. And
Yes.
so if everybody just pitch in, all my clients have been donating, they're excited. And they can even bring the supplies to the salon. We have boxes that they can bring, pencils, paper, compositions. What else did she say that they needed, Brandy? I think she
Backpack,
said calculated.
calculator, highlighters, rulers, pens, in addition to pencils, folders, crayons, markers, anything that you
Yeah,
feel a child needs in their backpack, we can use. Even college students. So we have Miss Fair, I understand that the back to school drive was extended up to college age students as well. So anything,
right, right,
yeah. So, could you
right,
help
right.
or remind our viewers how they can support or donate besides dropping off items? Is it the website that you shared, www.hitsinc.org? Or is
Yes,
it
hits Inc. Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's okay.
Hitsinc.org. Yeah. They can go on our website, and probably next episode we're going to have this up again for the opportunities for those who aren't on here now, and we'll keep posting it and we'll keep sending it out to potential donors to be a part of this big event.
Okay, and you're accepting donations at one of the All Dolled Up salons? Is that where a drop off
uh,
is?
that's for the drop off for the supplies, yes.
Okay, okay, I'm not sure if I heard you
You
mention
want
that.
me to give you that address,
Yes.
or should? Okay, so it's 3228 West State Road, 426, Oviedo, Florida, 32765. So that's right here in Oviedo, Florida, at the All Dolled Up Oviedo location is where we will have the box where they can put all the supplies that we just mentioned.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for providing our viewers with that information. Miss Faye, I just want to what help us understand what keeps you inspired. What drives your ability to stay in tune with giving back to community, continue to support up and coming stylists. I know people may not know, but All Dolled Up is a welcoming place for stylists who are just coming out of cosmetology school. I mean, I remember being a hairstylist and trying to understand how to apply all this information to being able to sit behind a chair and finding purpose in it. Like, All Dolled Up is a place that you want that supports those type of stylists. So
Right.
what keeps you inspired to keep giving,
Well,
keep mentoring, and keep encouraging stylists to be the best version of who they
right,
are, and entrepreneurs, other entrepreneurs as well. What keeps you inspired?
right. I see my sister Mina said the answer,
What
and
did she give
I
her
was going to say we grew up like she says in our DNA. Each one of my siblings do the same thing, and this is something we learned from our parents. We always help the less fortunate. That word stayed in our house. Help the less fortunate.
right?
I mean, for Thanksgiving, we couldn't eat until we fed the homeless. So things like that is what inspire us to do what we saw. And it's a good feeling to see that you are even that blessed that you can be a blessing. And that should be your prayer every day. I tell you that all the time. To
Yeah.
want to be a distribution center, to be a blessing to everyone you come in contact with. That is a reason to get up every day, that God has aligned you with His purpose and mission in life. And that is what He commanded us to do, to take care of the poor, the needy, the widows, and those in need, those who are hungry, those who are incarcerated. We need to think about, if we think more about others than we think about ourselves, I promise you, your life would just flow so easily. You won't even be worried about these little things that people worry about. It's just, I can't even explain it, Brandon. You work with me long enough to know every day I'm trying to figure out how can I help somebody, and I need help my own self.
That's okay. Miss
But
Faye,
I got the help.
listen, we
I'm
are here to
sorry.
support one another. No, you're still going. We're here to support one another. And I appreciate you for just reminding us that success is not measured by what you accomplish, but it's also measured by the lives that we continue to impact as we grow and as we develop
Right.
and as we reach higher spaces in our career, in our accomplishment. So um, again, if you want to stay connected with Hits Inc., you're here in the spirit. What's the Instagram? Is spam. I'm sorry.
It's That's okay. It's HITSINC.org. And Woody is actually scrolling it on this platform. I keep seeing it go through. So if you look at the screen, you will see Inc.
Hitsincorporated.org. That's
HITSINC.org.
right. Um,
Mm-hmm.
as well as please remember to subscribe, share this platform. We want to get this platform out
Yes.
to as many people who need to hear this conversation, need to stay encouraged, need some direction on what other steps they can take. This is gimme the mic dot live, www.givethemic.live. And I want to thank
Right.
you guys for joining us tonight. Miss Fair, is there anything else you want to add to this conversation?
Well, no, you have done a great job, and I thank you for being a segment for Give Me the Mic, Beauty and Becoming. I see that getting bigger and better. You are making an impact on this beauty industry. And I just hope that as you grow, you will be able to pull some more in. Lift as you climb. That's what my sister just
Amen.
said. And
Amen.
as you climb, you want to keep those stylists encouraged, keep them motivated, and keep them remembering. Give back. Go back and pull somebody else up. That's what it's all about. And
Amen.
you have so many gifts within inside of you, and so much wisdom as a young woman, that you can change so many lives. And so that's all I want to share with our listeners. And I just want to thank you for all that you have done for Give Me the Mic, Hair in the Spirit, all dolled up.
You're welcome.
I can go on and on.
From
Thank you
your
so
heart
much.
to my ears, you're absolutely welcome. I thank you for being a voice. And I just want to remind our viewers to keep becoming, keep serving, and keep giving back. God bless you guys. Have a great night.
Bye bye.